the integration with auto quotes. I understand there's other software companies out there that claim to integrate. I haven't experienced them, although whenever I talk to a dealer, I find that the integration isn't that great. With Sunsoft, there's two components of integration that I really like. Actually, technically there's three. Number one is we can now create a quote on auto quotes, and then if we're awarded the quote, very simply we export it and import it into Sunsoft, and it creates a sales order. It's because the Sunsoft items, there's a link between our item numbers and the protocol that AutoQuotes utilizes. It's an easy import into Sunsoft. If the item doesn't exist, it creates them. It says, here's what we're about to create. We say yes, and the item is now created in the system. So we're not adding all of these items. From there, we simply process the order. The other level of integration with AutoQuotes is pricing updates. Every day, if AutoQuotes, the system checks, and if AutoQuotes pushes a price increase on a manufacturer, we see it on a pull-down menu within the system, and we simply select it, bring up a screen, and we can see all the items we stock, our current price, the suggested price, if necessary, make modifications, push a button, and our prices are now updated. We used to have to, I think as most every dealer does, if they want to add an item to the system, they have to do a quick add or they add it manually. So typing in the manufacturer number, typing in all the data, typing in the cost and all those things, and adding it to the system. With Sunsoft now, if I want to add an item from Cambro, all we do is we go up, we choose Cambro as one of the vendors. This is driven from AutoQuotes. It populates a table with everything from Cambro that we don't currently stock, so we don't have redundancy. We put in the item we want, it brings up all the details, we push add, and it adds it to our system, and it's done.
The process of having manufacturers increase prices was always a pain because you have to reflect that within your system. You have to reflect it in your selling price and your buying price, because if you put in a PO that does not match with what the vendor is expecting to receive, they'll sometimes hold your order. Now that does no one any good. Just to figure that out, it takes time. So with the AQ Sync feature, you're able to update your pricing, your buy-side pricing, within minutes. Once we update our vendor purchasing price, it automatically assigns a new shelf price for our items.